Hi guys, we're the team behind CodeScribe, guided by Professor Chandrasekhar. I'm Charmy, and these are my teammates, Meet and Brian. As developers, we noticed that a lot of our time was going into tasks like debugging code, writing documentation, etc., instead of actually building features. So, we wanted to create a smarter system that could handle these repetitive tasks automatically and keep everything connected in one workflow. Next slide. So basically in our workflow, Git push or merge request will trigger an agentic workflow where a coordinator agent will initialize and manage the whole execution flow. It invokes the code review agent to analyze the code issues and quality. It then invokes the documentation agent to update or validate the documentation of our code. And finally, a human in the loop will review and approve the outputs before the closure. Now, handing over to Meet for the demo.
We're gonna use a sample calculator, like a simple calculator repository to demo our project today. So this repository has certain code written in it. It just has some basic calculator operations in it. And we're gonna try to merge some new code, which has some code smell. Let's just create a new PR and see like how our agent creates the review comments for that PR. So I think we have created the PR. Let's click on the pull request. Is the PR created? Okay. Let's wait for the agent to come up with the review comments. Usually it comes up within a minute. So you can see on the right side that this is our Langsmith dashboard. You can see that there's a process working, uh, like there's an agent working to generate the review comments for the code changes we are trying to push. Yeah, I think the AI review is complete now. And on the left-hand side, you can see our agent has generated certain review comments. You can see the first review comment it generated. It gave a, it gave the comment a medium severity. The issue was with the styling of the code. It also writes what the issue was in one single word, and it explains what the issue is, and it also gives you the suggestion like what the developer should do to fix this issue. If you scroll down, you will see more review comments. This one is the high severity one. It shows this as a bug because there was some logical issue with the code. I think what I can see is the length of the numbers array is not being handled, and it also gives the suggestion about what the developer should change to fix this issue. If you go down, you'll find more similar uh, issues which was flagged by our agent. So we can like before like let's just assume that the developer has fixed all this issue and has raised a new PR, and the senior developer has now approved it. And for approving these what do you say issues, we can just go there and resolve all the comments or resolve all the conversation. So let's just go and resolve all the conversation and mark all the changes as approved. um yeah, let's just resolve it. Okay, so let's roll down. We can also see the summary of what were all the issues which were being flagged by the agent during this PR. It also explains like what was the severity of each issue. And going forward, when we go ahead and merge this pull request, the other workflow would be triggered, and Brian would explain the next workflow.
So For our Jira ticketing agent, it will, we have the threshold set to high, so all of the high severity issues will get flagged, and those are the ones that get ticketed within the Jira dashboard. And we can see from the two high severity issues, we have one of them being the zero division logic, as well as the add 1% logic. And so we can see that the orchestrator has correctly passed on these high severity bugs to Jira. And we can go ahead and merge the request. I will now pass it on to Charmy to discuss the updated documentation.
So basically, in the documentation agent part, it will first check if the code change is really worth changing the whole documentation or updating it. Basically, we don't want to like waste time or compute behind code changes that are not worth updating the documentation. And if the change is truly meaningful, then only will it update the whole documentation, as we can see here, and we'll see the change in the README file. So basically, the goal behind this whole project is that to speed up the whole development process and save developer time that is usually spent behind manual documentation, debugging code, and Jira. Thank you.